I completely, I think that that would help a lot if internships were mandated during your education, because I think I learned, I remember like when I first took that gap year and I was working, I was very sad that I had lost time in my education. I thought that, I mean, I'm going to graduate after all of my classmates at Pratt, and I just thought that was a massive disadvantage and disservice that I'd done to myself. And I was upset about it for a long time, but I think looking back at it now, it was the most valuable thing I did for myself. I think that I would not be anywhere near like, as it even increased my excitement to become an architect in a way. Like I would not be where I am without that year. And I think it's because it's so important that you enrich your education in that way, because being in school is one thing, but actually putting those skills into practice is a completely different thing. And so if you had to work while you were at school and internships were mandated, I feel like every student would come away, one, just a lot more confident in the decision that they made to be an architect, because you actually get to see kind of what's waiting for you outside of school. But also you would, like you said, like there'd be paid, so you'd have money to be able to support your education. But you'd also just like, you gain experience, and you kind of know what you're going to do after you leave school. And I think that's like, it's so important, because I kept asking my coworkers, like, how do you continue your education after you leave school? And like, as you're like, does that stop? Like, do you kind of just put a pause on things and you never really learn anything else anymore? And they told me that it's like a continuing process. Like you still are a student, right? At the end of the day, like, and you have to kind of enrich yourself in other ways. And I think like if you already had that experience before being a student and working, like it'll just be something that you naturally continue after you graduate. You'll always kind of have that yearning to learn more and to do more. Um, and that never really stops. And I think that would, I know there are some programs that are doing it, that are mandating some internships while you're working, but I think it's only for like a small part of the program. But it would be amazing if we could see it integrated like every summer, that you get placed somewhere and you do it. It would be super helpful.